What up, guys? James from Bolt Bros here. Just want to highlight some players for the NFL 2025 draft. And we're going to start with Ashton Jeanty. So let's just go ahead and get into it, guys. Bolt Bros, let's go. Bolt Bros! Once again, guys, appreciate all the love and support. Please like this video, subscribe to this channel if you have not. Love to be able to hear from you about Ashton Jeanty in the comments below, man. This guy is an absolute stud. I mean, gosh, if you watch any Boise State game, I mean, this guy was an absolute workhorse on every single level. Like, this guy was the offense, dang near, it seemed like. I mean, 374 carries in 2024 alone. That is a lot of usage all around with this guy. But once again, he was one of those guys potentially going to get to the Heisman Trophy. I mean, 2,601 total yards, 29 touchdowns, average of 7 yards per carry. What an absolute menace out there. But once again, Ashton Jeanty, number 2 from Boise State. He is ranked as the number 1 running back right now in the 2025 NFL draft. 5th overall is kind of what he's looked at as a ranking right now. I personally think that he could potentially be a top 5 type pick. It's kind of really depends on what's going to happen with the free agency, but first round pick for sure. Scheme fit, absolute elusive back, guy that will actually just go out there and be down and dirty through the middle of the O-line. He will go run outside, inside scheme. He will be an absolute amazing back wherever he ends up going. So going over his strengths real quick, home run hitter anytime he has the ball, one cut and gone, straight up, see you later, dude, to the house. He's an absolute menace out there as a running back, extremely physical, will take contact constantly. The guy will get you those extra yards for you. Great center of gravity and balance that allows him to get the most out of every opportunity too. I mean, he will go out there and do his extra work out there, which is awesome. I mean, go back to a lot of those highlight type real running backs, your Adrian Peterson, LaDainian Tomlinson's to, Barry Sanders. This guy has a mix of so much of that within him that he could just take it straight to the house every single time. And it's great to see as an elite type running back. Now, the one thing is, though, getting the most out of every opportunity does have its weakness. He can get a little reckless with trying for extra yards in traffic. So sometimes he could fumble the ball and everything too. That's a little bit of a scary situation, and you definitely need to make sure ball security is paramount for you. His height really isn't truly ideal, being at 5'9", but he does have a good weight at 215 pounds. But a little bit more height would be a little bit more an ideal 5'10" type situation for him. Just throw some socks in your shoes and you're right to 5'10", basically. But outside of that, his heavy usage, like what we talked about, the 374 carries in 2024, could hold him back on his usage for the first year. It'd probably be a very ideal situation for him not to be the premier back going to whatever team he ends up going to, but to be like a 1A, 1B type situation. So he could kind of rely on a second running back to take a little bit of load off of him for the season. Obviously, you're not going to see 374 yard or carries for most NFL backs these years, but the same side, finding a way to basically give him in a good running scheme so he's not going to be fully relied on would be probably the ideal fit for him. Now, with teams that are going to look at him, and just to emphasize his speed, 40-yard dash is about 4.42. We'll see where it leads in the combine. That's going to be an accurate assumption for him. But interested teams right now, you got the Chargers, Chiefs, Broncos, Raiders. I mean, you could probably even put in the Browns in that situation. It's kind of really going to depend on what happens in free agency of where people are going to land. I mean, even if you go and say the Giants, I mean, I personally think at a top 3 pick, would they go with the running back? After what they saw Barkley did with the Eagles, maybe they need to have a little bit of balance with that offense, but I know they're a quarterback needy situation. Free agency is going to tell a lot here, but I did also feel very much that, the Browns could be one of those teams that really would want to go after a solid running back. The Patriots are another one too. I mean, bottom line with a guy like this is a guy anybody would love to have on their team. So personally, I would love to be able to see him as a Charger at pick 22, but I just don't think he's going to survive there to get to that point. So once again, just a couple little bits about Ashton Jeanty. And would love to be able to hear your thoughts on Ashton Jeanty all around as a running back. So once again, like this video, subscribe to this channel if you've not. Appreciate all the love and support. Once again, James from Bolt Bros. Let's go.
Hey, what's up? Cameron Dick here watching Bolt Bros podcast. Let's go.
Charged up, Bolt Bros on the night.